popcorn, baby. There's a long line, runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby. There's a long line, runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby. There's a long line, runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby. There's a long line, runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby. There's a long line, runtime. take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby, there's a long line. Runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby, there's a long line. Runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby, there's a long line. Runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby, there's a long line. Runtime. Take a journey through the timeline. Runtime, keep us dialed in front page, front line. Even if it's Marvel, Stephen Strange, Camp and Sun be your third eye. Every Thursday, 8:30, get your popcorn, baby, there's
Who is that?
Runtime,
Okay.
runtime.
Yes, sir. It's the Runtime Travelers.
Hey, seriously, what we watching today?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What up, y'all? What up? What up? I hope everybody can hear me. I hope y'all can hear me. You can see I'm flying solo dolo right now. I am Anton. This is the Runtime Travelers. J Camp is off taking care of my Dukes right now. Yeah, she had to have some surgery on that kneecap. So prayers up to Mama Campbell out there. Hopefully you got 10 toes and standing upright after this surgery. I'm not sure if J Camp is going to pop in later. Uh, See, I wondered that if my mic needed to go up some because it's not registering much, but I haven't changed it at all. So hold on, let me get a second here. All right, Mama, tell me if we good. Tell me if we good. Do I need to really go up? Because I don't know what's going on. Check, check, check. 1, 2. And you don't stop. Uh, how we sounding now, Mama? How we sounding now? I hope better. Cause this thing feels like it's barely registering right now. It's kind of weird. Must keep it real with y'all. Um, Crisp. All right. I appreciate that. Audio engineer, lady in the chair. We appreciate it. But yeah, we got a lot of topics to talk about. I really was planning on J can't be it here, but a last minute switch up. So I'll see. I can't be in the quiet. I just can't do it. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So we got some things to talk about. First of all, shout out to Power. He came in with a whole game plan before I even turned my machine on. Feel like I don't know if we're gonna talk about all that, but some of these topics need to go to fresh out. I can tell you that right now. But I'll tell you what we're gonna talk about a little bit. I'm gonna try to talk a little bit about X-Men. Um, then we got some Black Panther 3 rumors around the rumor mill. Sony is about to erase like 500 movies, which is crazy. We'll get into that discussion. What else do we have? Mr. Terrific getting his own TV series, possibly. That's gonna be fly, hopefully. But we know who's putting the cheese on it, so we gonna hope that's not gonna be a bad thing. And we'll see if we get it to the run it back segment. Jay Camp hit me up a couple days ago and told me he was running back movies that we saw not too long ago. What did he say he ran back? I know he ran back Fire and Ash and what's that? Project Hail Mary. Would love to hear exactly how he feels about those movies upon their second watch. I did go and watch Disclosure Day for a second time with my cousin Eric. We met up. We haven't seen each other in decades. It's crazy, but it was beautiful to see him and his family, his kids, wife. We met up for his birthday and we went and seen a movie he hadn't saw yet, which was Disclosure Day. So we done that again. And that second watch was actually pretty glorious, but maybe we'll get to more of that later on. But if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe if you like the content. You know, no pressure, but we just here relaxing, chilling, and talking nerd stuff, if you don't mind. Hold on, what we got Mama Bear talking about? Maybe, anything in here you want to talk about? I'm down to send you an invite, Mama, if you want to hop on, that's cool. Let's see. All right, you know what? Okay. Mama, have you been watching X-Men? Have you started yet? Let's see. Okay. Maybe I'll get you on after I talk about X-Men, and then just mess around with some of these topics because they're all pretty much side stories in the first place. We'll see where they go, but yeah. Let's see. Let's see. All right, well, shoot. Let's just get into it, and Mama, I might send you an invite here shortly, if that's okay with you. We'll see if J Camp is gonna hop in. I'm not counting on it, but he try to pull up in the fourth quarter. Try to hit the game-winning shot. You know how J Camp is. All right, man. Well, let's just get in here. Shh, bruh. You here to tell? I am telling you, Power. Apocalypse definitely lives. Definitely lives. Oh, it's funny. I'll be getting requests while I'm doing this. Hey, turn your mic up. Hey, somebody turn the music down just a tad bit. So, hold on, let me adjust a tad. All right. That's called being connected to your audience. All right. X-Men 97. First of all, how are you guys enjoying this season so far? 4 episodes in. Every single one of them have been just 1,000% jam-packed with things going down. Going down. I'm not going to run down the whole thing. I mean, starting with the most recent, we pretty much just got the origins of Insabinor, Apocalypse. Crazy episode. I don't want to spoil it for Mama in here because there's a lot going on. Some big things happen. I mean, yeah, big things. Mama, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to talk spoilers while we're here. So if you don't want to hear what's going down, you might want to hit that mute button. But Power said it already for sure. R.I.P. to Magnus. R.I.P. Magnus. Damn, what an episode. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not think that was going to happen. Obviously, they've been tasked with trying to, how do you call this? Reform or, no, set Insabinur off on a more righteous path. Yeah, just a much more righteous path because, you know, we all know how his arc usually turns out. But, man, they lead this man not only to the opposite end of the spectrum where they wanted him to, but they led him directly to the playbook. He got to actually see his destiny written in, I don't want to say in scripture, but on the wall. He saw his destiny there. That was the craziest part of the episode to me, to be honest. They literally led him directly to his calling, and it was diabolical. And you are right, Power. Vaporized. Listen, they tried to get him out of there. Eric tried to send everybody back, but he missed one. And yeah. Apocalypse was definitely pissed. His whole thing was he felt like everybody kept lying to him, and they were, but they were lying usually by omission. Like, they were telling the truth. They were from a different time. They definitely were trying to get him on the right path, but they were trying to do all that without him knowing what he actually does become. And let's just say mission failed. You ain't not lying though about that. Woo, man. Destroy this whole city, his whole city. Leave not a crumb. Yeah, Eric, he fought that black hole. He was not playing. It's a super emotional episode. I wasn't prepared for it, to be honest. The crazy part about this, I'm not a big like X-Men guy, so Now I've seen the movies, but I've never like did the rewatches, so I'm not super versed on the X-Men universe. But Magneto, in general, I've never, let's see, never had like a space in my heart for him. I won't say that. I didn't read the comics, so I didn't. I guess I never got that instilled in me. I know when I listened to Method Man talk, he had a podcast, and he was talking to some people in New York, some New York comic folks, and they were always talk. He would always say, Magneto was right in his whole thing. That was when I grew up, I realized Magneto was right, and that always intrigued me. So seeing this show, this is like the first time I'm really like seeing the bond and the differences, the bond, the friendship, but also, the frenemy situation with Charles and Magneto to its fullest extent. So saying all that to say, when he got vaporized, I felt that. I honestly felt that. Like, oh snap, Magneto is out of here now. There's no way he's all the way gone. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He's not all the way gone, but damn. Zap. Gone. You're not lying? Hey, so Power, is this the first one that has like a mid-credit scene? Was this the first one? I don't think any of the other episodes had one. And if they did, maybe I need to go back because I probably missed them. But when this popped on, I was shocked. Like, hold on. First of all, what the heck is Logan doing being incognito? It was kind of weird. But yeah, that's pretty dope. I did just. Have you seen the episode list? Because next episode looks like it's going to delve into Weapon X. Let me see. I had looked up all the episode names. Hold on, give me a second. Episode 1, of course, was Days of Past Future. Then you get episode 2, A Force to Be Reckoned With, which is, I don't know, it still might be my favorite episode with the X-Force. Episode 3, Rise of the Apocalypse Part 1. Episode 4 was Rise of the Apocalypse Part 2, of course. It looks like episode 5 is called Weapon X, Lies and DVDs. So that's not a post-credit that won't get tapped into and revisited. It won't take long to get to it. I mean, they're not going to string along that. It seems like that's going to be the next episode. So I'm very interested in that. Obviously, we got the Bone Claws with Logan right now, which is awesome. I like that as a change of pace for me, particularly when I haven't read the comics a lot, so that's not something you get to see very often. You usually get the shing, not the so it's pretty wild, but I'm loving this series thus far. I am loving it. Going back to some of the other episodes. Hey, Power, do you have a favorite episode, or anybody else who's watched this? Do you have a favorite episode thus far? I think episode 2 is still my favorite. I think based on maybe shock value, if anything. It was a lot of things in there I really wasn't expecting. Once again, I don't have the comic background going into this. So seeing certain things that X-Force are willing to do versus the X-Men, I'm like, okay, all right. I already rocks with the X-Force in general, just their whole get down, Cable is all about business. He was like, I don't need heroes, I need soldiers. I need people to fall in line, follow orders. We got a mission. This is not about being heroic. This is about saving folks. There's no egos involved. So, I think that's episode 2 is my favorite. Also, they gave Jubilee some love in episode 2. Whew, they gave Jubilee love. I don't want to say finally, because that's probably disrespectful. She's an X-Men, but this was one of the first times I really felt like she was like formidable. Like, she'll get busy. Like, she's really doing her thing out here. So I'm loving that, and I want to see more. I think ever since the episode, what was in season 1 of 97, I think it was called Motendo, where it had, dang it. Oh man, I forget what the whole video game aesthetic, but after she went through that and meeting her future, was that her future self, I believe? But once she figured that out and figured out how powerful she really is, she's been in the lab cooking, absolute cooking. See, all the original X-Force characters weren't featured except Cable. Can you tell me all the OGs? I do like the members that he does have right now, at least from how they've been used. Psylocke, she went crazy in this episode. Archangel, he was pretty dope. Sunspot was dope. Like, everybody was pretty dope, but it doesn't feel like the characters don't match. I guess they do. Sunspot and Jubilee still don't. They don't completely fit in, but as from a narrative standpoint, I think that's something they did to kind of balance it out. Because Cable he's fully on. He's ready to, body you, murk you, anything for the cause. But Jubilee feels like that balance. Like, okay, you don't need to go there. Probably doing a little too much up here. I need you to come down here a little bit with your levels. We don't need to be out here just killing folks. So I'm loving that dynamic right there. Episode 2 was dope. Episode 1 was fire too. The Summers family going into the future to link up with Nathan, which was awesome. Yeah, I thought that episode was dope too. We got the Horsemen in that episode as well. Though I don't know how long this Horseman team will last. I couldn't name everybody, but Jeb Lee, I did look up Jeb Lee though. I had to. I couldn't help it. So apparently this man, every time that force comes out, it's like it causes cancer, which is crazy. It's just somebody was wilding when they was coming up with Jeb Lee, man. A drummer guy, a drum major he was with the Confederate. I think that was right. He out here giving out cancer with the drumsticks. It's crazy. But episode 1 was dope as well. 3 was dope too, of course, following the whole N. Sabanor origin all the way up to episode 4. I'm glad they dropped 3, the first 3 as well. They also represented past, present, and future. I definitely liked it. We have multiple teams split up. I just wanted to get my bearings with the first 3 episodes, just to know where everybody's at and where their mission lies and kind of what's going on with the team. So I thought that was smart for them to do. And they're only 30-minute episodes, so like, come on. We eat up 30 minutes with ease. We need more. Feed us. Yeah, man, I'm super excited for next Wednesday. This is to be honest, this is the only show that I am watching right now. I had to take my foot off the gas. I was going too crazy, watching way too much. It was starting to become homework. I don't want to live like that. So right now, this is the only thing I'm watching. I'm kind of getting my bearings, gearing myself up for Spider-Man. Probably the Odyssey. I'll probably go see it. Don't know if it'll be opening weekend, but I definitely will. Things is going down with that movie as well, apparently. I didn't look into it, but there's some controversies brewing on the back end of that movie as well. So let's see what we got. Cannonball, Domino, Warpath, Pharaoh, and Shatterstar. Okay. In some cases, Wolverine, X-23, Psylocke, and other characters. Nice. I've never really read up on Cannonball. That's the dude who just shoots the orange balls. I seen a short on him maybe a couple days ago. Apparently those balls are not balls. They're eggs. Is that correct? Power. He's like he's an immortal character almost, which is such a weird character in design. But he has real powers. He's not playing out here. Domino, we've seen her in Deadpool, Wolverine, like that. Warpath, I've never read anything of him, but he was in one of those. They had a TV series probably maybe a decade ago, I believe, that he was in. Feral, I don't know who that is unless we're talking about Feral Wolverine. You mentioned Wolverine down there. Shatterstar, he was also in Deadpool and Wolverine. Not Wolverine, but Deadpool 2, I think. I don't know much about him either, but okay. I'll have to look into some of these horsemen. Do you have a prediction on who the horsemen will be by the end of the season? I know they're hinting at my man Gambit joining the team. Is any other characters? Do you think Magneto could be one of them? Something in me says I hope so, just for a new dynamic, but also something says I feel like we're gonna need Eric, good old Eric, by the end of the season. We need him right now, just to be honest, but I don't know. I think that would be dope though. A horseman Magneto, I think that'd be pretty crazy. I'm enjoying the series, guys. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. Absolutely. Thoroughly. Possibly Magneto is supposed to come back. Man. Who the heck is going to go up against Apocalypse and Magneto? Golly. Charles, he's going to need some serious help. Serious help. Anyways, man. Yeah, man. X-Men 97 is really cooking with fish grease right now. It really is. Hey, ain't that what Apocalypse kind of just did to him? I mean, I know he vaporized. Lord. Vaporized. It's crazy. And the way they shot it was so disrespectful how they did it. You could see it through the reflection of Charles's eye. Like, oh, that's disrespectful. I mean, from an artistic standpoint, it might be some of the best cartoon cinematography of all time, but it's so disrespectful taking Eric out like that. It really was. Having a lot of fun though watching this series, I should say. Hey, Power, if you know, is this show right now operating from a specific comic run that I should be able to go reference at some point? I know it's pulling for probably a lot of different things, you know, X-Men, X-Force, what's the other one? X Factor. Oh Lord, don't get started with X Factor. Oh my gosh. The government, that somebody said they're called X-Ice, which is crazy work, but it is kinda true. X Factor out here rounding up mutants, dog. It's crazy. It's crazy. I figured they were taking it from quite a few different runs. One day I'm gonna jump into the X-Men. I just never really read any X-Men comics, man. I haven't read a lot of comics in general, but X-Men is one. I always felt like it was hard to find an entry point to get into X-Men. And then I've heard a lot of stuff that they've done probably in the last decade, maybe a decade and a half, has been kind of weak, at least in the opinions of real comic readers. So I don't know where to jump in, but Power, you got to give me a guide so I can get in there. Because as soon as I finish this Children of Blood and Bone book, I'm going back to my comics for a little while. So this book is taking me forever, though. All 500 pages cooking me. I'm like, I'm almost at page 400 though, so we making our way. But we read, but we don't do it so often. Very well at all. All right, well, X-Men. If you guys are not watching it, I highly recommend it. Although there's a lot of stuff you need to go back and watch before you start getting into this, unless you've watched the original X-Men. I'm not sure there will be a specific guide. You're probably right. I don't know. I guess I'll need like a top one or two different runs. Top one or two runs that'll get me somewhat well versed in the back stories of X-Men. Oh my gosh, Nate, don't even get started. What page are you on? Talking about me too. I don't know if yours even count. I bet you haven't read the first chapter. As a matter of fact, you told me you were at the intro. Basically, it's all good. It's all love. I'll get you caught up. I won't talk about it on this show, but apparently that writer of that book is not so happy with the movie. She's out. She's kind of just went out and said, "Hey, don't ask me about it. I'm denouncing everything about that movie. There's an actor in there." She said, "Don't talk to me. Don't call me. Don't do none of that." So there's a storm afoot in the world of Children of Blood and Bone, and it makes me nervous. It makes me real nervous. And I see a lot of I'm not even gonna go there. Oh man. Let's see. Bruh. Is that page 3 or chapter 3? Nathaniel. At this point, I'm going to assume any random person is any random is Nate. Your cover has been blown. Your cover has been blown. Oh, wow. B.E. Bebo P. Rock mics with coalition so tight. Boa constrictors want to pick fights. Y'all better know it. From the scrolls. Peace, Bebop. What's good? What's good? Appreciate you popping in. Great show last night as well on the Fresh Out joint. I enjoyed that. Nate, come on, man. Nate is you're on page number 3. All right. Well, you might be halfway through the first chapter then. Keep reading, my brother. Keep reading. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Bebop, get on it. You need to get into that X-Men 97 if you haven't already. If you haven't already. Yes, sir. Somebody told me that some of these voices on this show is Star Trek guys. And I believe one of the guys is also from Obsession. The lead character in Obsession is voicing a character in here, I think, too. X-Men 97 I'm talking about, so I don't know. Oh, let me see what Bebop said up here. X-Men 97 Season 2 is stemming from a few former X-Men comics such as The Adventures of Cyclops and Phoenix and The Rise of Apocalypse, kind of remixed here and there. Okay. Did you read those, Bebop? Are you recommending those? Are you recommending those? Many thanks and no doubt big ups to Runtime as well as a champ. Big up to Mama Bear, power and ability, you heard? Definitely big ups to y'all. Y'all the wind beneath my wings right now, you heard? All right, man, for shoot. Let's get on to some other topics. Black Panther 3. It's so far in the distance. It really is. It's so far. But apparently, we're getting that a little bit after Secret Wars. San Diego Comic-Con is also coming. What is that? Sometime this month, if I'm not mistaken. And there'll be some announcements there that probably will affect what I just said of Black Panther dropping after Secret Wars. Oh, hold on. All right, Mama, hold on. Give me a second here. Matter of fact, Mama. Yeah. Let me get this. Get your popcorn, baby. All right, I sent that. All right, Black Panther 3. Supposedly dropping after kind of the reset of Marvel's universe. I don't know if we're going to get one Secret Wars or two. The rumors are we're going to get a two-parter, so dates and times could be switched up any time. But the rumors, insider Alex Perez claims this film is leaning into the supernatural territory. Heavy use of the ancestral plane, and they intend on introducing some mutants in this next movie in Wakanda. And we already know who the mutant is, and we'll discuss that. Central themes of this movie, apparently, Shuri's coming of age and what it means for T'Challa to inherit the title of Black Panther. Now, when they say T'Challa, the rumor is they're actually still sticking with T'Challa Jr. They're just taking away the Junior. So I don't know I don't know what to think at this point, because we keep hearing about Damson Idris possibly being Black Panther. He's too damn old to fulfill a T'Challa Jr. role. We also been hearing that they're actually still on the search for their next Black Panther. I've heard Aldous Hodge being mentioned before. There's a new one in here. His name is David Johnson. That is a Johnson with no H. And I've never seen this guy before. Let me pull him up real quick, because he's a little younger, but it also kind of fits the narrative that we think they're actually trying to run with the new MCU down the line. Let me get that pulled up. Your man right here. Now, I've never seen him in anything. Obviously, I haven't watched The Longest Walk. Alien Romulus, I haven't seen that either. And none of the other movies he's been in. But it's a brother, so we on the right foot, first and foremost. He's not young, but he looked like he can play young a little bit. At least judging by some of these pictures on the left. He kind of has a young face, especially with the no facial hair and all that. So I can see him possibly playing a young T'Challa, trying to grow into the role of the Black Panther, but I think Mama has entered the building. Let's see. Hold on. Let me get my stuff together. I got a lot of things going on the screen right now. Mama even brought a camera with her this time. She said, "You know what? We're not even gonna do the."
I had time
Mama,
to.
how are you doing?
Good. Because you covered the X-Men thing. I had time to get myself ready. So.
Oh, well, I appreciate you hopping in and coming through in the clutch for your boy. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. How are you been doing since you're here in the flesh? How are you actually doing?
You know what? Glad the summer has finally started for us, because we started, the school year ends at the end of June.
Oh, really?
Yeah, up here. So, yeah, was happy that finally started. Everything is starting to fall into place. It's given me time to work on this. Still a work in progress, by the way, but...
You gonna put some posters back there? You got some artwork coming? What you doing?
I got some artwork coming. Part of the background is going to get filled up with some Care Bears and some dolls and stuff. And yeah, a couple things of good news. A pro comic book artist actually has been encouraging me to get back into
Oh,
Recently came across some of my stuff and absolutely fell in love with it.
nice.
But one of the things I found out that absolutely made my day today, you should check Instagram because I sent it to.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me see what you got in this sent.
Because the Grammy
Paste.
nominations came out.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
No, let me get to. Let's see.
Thank you, Bebo. I understand why I'm mentioning it.
Yeah. He is in the building. Hold on. Emmy nominee, outstanding lead actor in a comedy series, Wonder Man. Hold on, man. I got to hold on. I got to pull out the round of applause for that one. Nice. I like that. Shout out to Yaya, your baby daddy.
I mean, you guys
he
are among the
deserved
few
it.
channels that have heard me say multiple times that if he wasn't nominated for either Wonder Man or Man on Fire, I was going to riot.
And you wouldn't be wrong. You wouldn't be
Mhm.
wrong. I think Man on Fire, to be honest, I would have gave him the nod for that over Wonder Man, but I'm not mad at all for Wonder Man.
Absolutely.
Especially shout out to Marvel getting a Grammy nom, not a Grammy, but a Oscar nom. That's
No,
crazy.
that's Grammy.
No, it's a Grammy. My bad.
Yeah.
Man, shout out to Yaya. Shout out to Yaya. Is there any performances that Yaya should have gotten a nom for that you would say that he never did? Standout role.
He's unfortunately, for the most part, been, with the exception of Watchmen, which I know was hit or miss with some fans.
Fire.
He's had the unfortunate of having difficult scripts. Like, I fell in love with him through Aquaman.
Okay. I still haven't
Candyman,
seen
his version
Aquaman.
of Candyman, while doesn't hold up to the Tony Todd's version, I still think was a good movie and was underrated.
Okay.
I'm a Matrix fan, but I do think they should have brought
Mm-hmm.
Lawrence Fishburne back for that.
Okay. He's done too many man projects. We've already talked about this. Couple too
Honestly,
many
he's
man
joked
projects.
about that himself, that he's not going to do any more man projects, and I'm like, no, baby, I need season 2 of both Wonder Man and
I was
Man
gonna
on
say
Fire.
he's gonna be lying because he's definitely doing season 2 of Wonder Man, and I
He
hope
better
that
be.
fires buds. Yeah, exactly. All right, well, shoot, let's keep running this down. Like I was talking about, Black Panther 3.
Mhm.
Um, this one's gonna. Well, hold on, let me get my notes back. But they're talking about taking place in in the ancestral plane and being more of a. I don't think they use the word spiritual, but one of those type
Ancestral
of.
is the correct term.
What's that?
The ancestral plane. That's where they talk to
Yeah,
the passed on Black Panthers and
yeah,
Kings and all of that.
absolutely. Which is dope. We got it in the first movie, both movies actually, but they
Mhm.
were really brief. So for them to actually, jump into that realm, with bigger set pieces and longer set pieces, that would be pretty cool. And that's getting them a bigger understanding of the ancestral plane. But I wonder what that really means. Are we dealing with past Black Panthers? Are we going to be, I wonder what would cause them to actually kind of go down that route. I don't know. This is supposed to be um, the original Black Panther 2 was supposed to be a father and son coming of age, them, getting their relationship together, I guess you could say. And it sounds like this one is kind of going to piggyback off that at least idea with the son growing up. Another thing they said that Nakia is apparently going to be against him taking the throne or being the Black Panther. So it's going to be that dynamic of and the reluctance of taking the crown and the throne and the mantle of Black Panther versus just parents protecting their kids at the end of the day. So I wonder how that's all going to shape up. If they're going to actually introduce a mutant in there, how that will affect the story, and then some other characters are not supposed to, but rumored, like Brother Voodoo is possibly a character they might jump into, especially with the ancestral plane and the mystic side of things coming. I don't know a lot about that character, but the one comic that I've read was a Storm comic, and she called on Brother Voodoo to help with a specific task, and got me real intrigued by his character because he really did the most with that small appearance. I want to see more of that. And Lakeith, what was his name?
Lakeith
Stanfield.
Stanfield.
Yeah, that was the rumored person to play Brother Voodoo. Now I'm getting this from what's my girl name? The movie Lair, Tina. That's who covered this the first time I heard about this topic. So if the salt, you need to grab out the cupboard and put the salt on it, the seasoning. Yes, take all this with a grain of salt. Does any of this intrigue you, Mama? These movies are becoming like almost, I don't want to call them overpacked, because you already know all the things that are going to happen in Spider-Man as far as all the characters and things like that. So is that a thing that worries you moving forward? Well, Marvel try to do that too much and maybe overpack some of these movies, such as this Black Panther 3.
There is a worry for that even with Spider-Man. I will be 100% honest. Though, on the whole Spider-Man thing, I'm frustrated they haven't shown me the one character I'm most excited to see, and I'm probably not the only one.
Are you thinking about Lonnie?
Yeah.
Apparently, they actually have a image of him up on.
I've seen it.
I just haven't. I haven't looked at it. I didn't want to.
I've seen it. There are mixed reactions, which is always going to happen with being online. I think he looks great, and knowing the ferocity he brought as a villain in Black Lightning, looking forward to seeing him in those shoes again.
Nice, yeah, villainous.
Oh, he does such a good villain. When it comes to Black Panther, my heart goes out to them because they are stuck in this unfortunate situation of being between a rock and a hard place. Because whether they recast or don't recast, there are people that are going to be upset. Yeah. Because for many, you can't replace Chadwick. And then there are many who rightfully believe that, and even Chadwick himself said it, that the mantle should be passed on to another actor. Don't let it end with him.
Facts.
If they did this with Superman and Batman, we wouldn't have all of the wonderful movies we did, minus the recent Superman movie. But
I was about to say, Mama, you actually saying
No.
things about the recent one?
No. I will say one nice thing about the recent one. It ended.
Damn. Oh man.
I'm sorry. If you can't make half the ticket sales of Man of Steel, don't even come to the party.
Fair point. What was I going to say?
I do worry they are going to overpack it, but hearing the names that they're bringing in, like Lakeith Stanfield, which if that's true, I will be really excited. He was one of my favorite characters from The Harder They Fall, the cowboy one, the cowboy movie.
Yeah, that's what it was called.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it, but yeah, that's what it was.
Oh.
Was it that good?
Set it up for this week, and I've watched it like 4 times.
Dang. Okay. Got the whole run back. Hold on. The running back. Okay.
Because also, fun fact about that movie, majority of the characters actually existed in real life. The story is fictional, but he quickly became my favorite character in that movie. And when you've got actors in that movie like Regina King, Idris Elba, and
Big dogs.
yeah, so many stellar actors.
Good.
I'm
Stand out.
Jonathan.
Standing out with that cast is
Yeah.
nice. Oh, let me see. I'm about to look it up and see exactly all the cast on that. The harder they fall.
Mhm. But also knowing that they're going to have Denzel in Wakanda, and this is going to be
Yep.
one of his last movies.
Yeah, that's what he says. Um, I'm pretty sure he recently got one of his films shut down. I think it was a Netflix. Either Netflix or Paramount. They kind of put the brakes on a movie that he had started on,
Must
not
be
filming, but yeah, it was.
must be Paramount. I haven't heard anything, and I'm with a heavy Netflix crowd.
Okay, it probably was. Probably was. Let's see. Jonathan Major, Zazie Beats, yeah, Lakeith,
Hmm.
Regina, Delroy was in there.
I
Eddie
forgot to Arvindale.
Gathegi, Idris. We're gonna talk about Eddie later on, Mr. Terrific.
Hmm.
Yeah, now that's a ridiculous cast.
Like I said, the cast is phenomenal, and
We got Dion Cole.
it is it is a fantastic movie.
Okay, I'm gonna have to peep it out now. You got
Absolutely.
something started. Let's see. Yeah, she's. We know Mama's petty. She don't play when it comes to DC. She gonna throw
Uh,
all the darts, the darts, the blades, the axes. They're all going to James.
yeah,
While James is
y'all,
sitting there with the cheese. Cheese.
majority of y'all here will completely understand when I say don't mess with my friends, and James did mess with my friends. So there is always going to be darts thrown that way. I mean,
Definitely not hate. He
Bebo and the
deserves a
guys
lot of them.
absolutely saw that one day in their own chat. So
Let's see. Bears. Yep. All right. There was something I was going to add to this Black Panther. What was I going to say? So yeah. So my guy was talking about mutants in here. He was like, not Storm. He doesn't think Storm. Now, the Storm is the obvious one if they were going to introduce a mutant in a new Black Panther movie. I would assume that it would be Aurora Monroe, but he doesn't think so.
I
He hope it's Mystique. I don't know who Destiny is, but Mystique. I mean, that would be fly. I'm not mad at it, but you know.
Storm would be the obvious one, but I would want T'Challa with it. I know they're
Yes,
doing the
I agree.
whole Nicoe, T'Challa thing, but to actually have her be the full out queen, an African queen, would be showing her respect that a lot of the movies didn't.
Right. Tell me this. In terms of the X-Men, is Storm, as far as age goes, is she kind of, is that something? Is she older? Because it seems like she's always a leader. I don't know if that's just because she's mature or is she older usually. I just don't know. I know they're starting trying to, I think they're going to be casting younger actors for these X-Men. So I'm just asking. Do you know?
They are starting to bring in some of their own versions of the characters. Sadie Sink has been confirmed.
Yep.
So
Oh, yeah.
likely they are probably going to bring in a younger actor for Storm.
Okay.
Mind you, younger than Halle Berry, who we're still unsure, to my knowledge, if she's going to be in Doomsday.
I don't know. That's one of them that definitely
You know,
hasn't been
that
confirmed
there's
yet.
still a bit of a range, but you will want somebody young. You will want somebody younger than 40ish to bring in to just in the hopes that this universe continues for another 10, 20 some odd years.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They have to be able to grow into the character
Hmm.
and all the arcs that involves. So yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. I was just wondering because if you're going to bring her in this movie, how young should she be when she's in this movie? We don't know exactly. Well, I guess if it comes on the opposite side of Secret Wars, then it kind of doesn't. She doesn't have to be super young. Because Sadie, I don't know how old she's going to be depicted in this show, but she definitely looks like she's a teenager. That's what it kind of looks like they're trying to make her out to be. So I would think low 20s.
I was thinking the same
for
thing.
Storm.
Low
So,
low 20s would be roughly
20s.
my range. If
Okay.
they're going to portray the rest of the X-Men mostly as teenagers, bring her in at low 20s.
Okay. Yeah. I kind of.
Not that they ever really mentioned her age in comparison to the rest. Lose my voice here. But
Oh yeah, I just wonder how old T'Challa should be in this movie. You know, if he's coming of age, how old is he? How old was he when he was introduced in Wakanda Forever? They say
he was about
was he
10ish,
10 or 11?
8, something like that.
So, talking about a decade.
And that's the big problem. And that'll be the make it or break it, is what version are they doing for T'Challa? Are they, because there have been rumors of Toussaint. There has been rumors of T'Child, the online nickname.
The child is hilarious.
Personally, I would love. They still have the multiverse in play. I would personally take, I would work with that angle, because then you still can stick by you were not recasting in the 616, but it is a grown-up Black Panther as opposed to teenager.
So pull from a different universe, another Black Panther.
That's what 100% what I would do. Hi, bud.
Okay, so would you do that before Secret Wars, or would it be the post Secret Wars thing, or with the T'Challa we get in a Secret Wars or a Doomsday, whenever they decide to do that?
Sooner the better.
Would flow into the next? Would it flow into the next era, the mutant
Honestly,
saga, the mutant era?
Don't matter to me. The sooner the better, because
Need T'Challa back.
they need a proper T'Challa back.
They do. I agree.
And
I agree with that.
that's the rock and hard place that they've been stuck between, is the people that want to honor Chadwick and the people that want to make sure that recognize that Black Panther had such an impact on the community.
I'll be honest, I've kind of changed my tune on that whole thing. I was very anti recast early when it first, when this discussion even started. I was really anti, but when you start listening to other people's explanation, and then you start hearing his family's explanation or how they feel he would have felt about it, I'm like, you're kind of right, because at the end of the day, especially from a black person's standpoint, we don't have any of those lead characters. So the one that we had that was successful, everybody accepted, even though I'm not looking for everybody's acceptance, but it's just the one that we knew that was us. He was there, is gone, and it is needed. It's like Obama being the president. Whether you knew his politics or not, the impact was way greater than what he can do in government. It was I don't even know how you call it, but it was something for people to look up to, an achievement and a possibility that was unlocked. So T'Challa is kind of the same, for me at least, and I assume a lot of kids, imagine being reading T'Challa when you were a kid, when T'Challa first came out. That's probably all you could think about. Oh man, I wish we could get this in a movie. And then we finally get it, and then it's taken away nearly immediately. He had a couple appearances. What, three or four appearances? Am I mistaken? It was Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Is that it?
Something like that.
So yeah, well, look at who we got on the show. We got a kitty, you know.
Yeah, this is Buddy. He is a camera ham, has
I
been
see.
for years. So
We said, what is his name? Buddy? What you
that's
call him?
Buddy.
Buddy. Shout out to Buddy. What's up, Buddy? If you was in my house, I might not trust you because I know how cats get down. They don't care about nobody except
No,
the one
not this
person
one.
who's giving them food.
This
Oh, that's a
one,
lover right there.
he is an absolute cuddle bug.
Shout out to that.
hmm
What's up, man? How old is your cat? How old is he?
This one, he's 13, going on 14 in September-ish.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You cannot tell at all. But cats are kind of like that. They don't age like a dog, so they don't they don't look raggedy.
Sometimes they do. A couple years ago, about 2 years ago, don't knock over my computer. We got a kitten for my daughter, and the little boy kitten who is Ike goes by the nickname. Stop that! Get down! Don't mess with my camera. Goes by the nickname, the notorious PIG. And he fuzzed up my camera. I love him. Ike has been really great for him, and they've seen that in a lot of zoos and stuff, where if you introduce a younger cat to an older one, it'll rejuvenate the older one.
Yeah, right.
Let me give this a
pretty
quick wipe
awesome,
down. This bastard.
Where's my notes? I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to mention on this.
I mean, they already, but you were talking mutants. They already did introduce the concept of mutants with Namor.
Namor, yep. Facts.
So that is already open. As to which mutant, I don't know. I am confident that they are never going to give M'Baku the purple herb to bring him into his comic book character, because his comic book character would not be taken well by the general audience. Do you know what the name is?
Is he a little? Oh, that's he's a gorilla. Is he?
Yes.
Is he Gorilla Man? What is his name?
Man-Ape.
There we go. Man-Ape.
Yeah.
Man-Ape.
That would not go over well.
Yeah, that's not a good one. That's just
No.
That definitely came out in the 80s or the 70s right there. That's exactly what that is. But no, shout out to M'Baku though. The king of Wakanda right now, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Shout
out to Winston Duke with the phenomenal performance. Despite being like 100% being American, I have seen so much love about him, that saying that, like, with a lot of his quips, which half the time, some of his best ones weren't written in. They were completely improv. And a lot of people say that is 100% a Nigerian uncle.
M'Baku, the Nigerian uncle.
You bald-headed demon.
Oh yeah, he sure enough called her a bald-headed demon. That was diabolical.
That wasn't written in.
Shout out M'Baku.
Mm-hmm.
You better not kill M'Baku.
I will riot if they do.
You better not. I feel like they sacrifice at least one Wakandan every time they show up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it. And it's always a major Wakandan. Always. You know, Black Panther has died, I don't know, in every movie nearly that he showed up and he's died. At least once.
Get rid of the husband that trains rhinos. He can go.
Oh, what's his name? Oh man.
I don't remember his name.
Okoye's husband.
Yeah. Okoye's husband can go.
Daniel Kaluuya. Yeah, we can get rid of him. He switched sides on us anyways. He was playing phony with us. So That's hilarious. I'm excited for this movie, but I just don't know. Even Denzel, like, what is Denzel going to be? Who is he going to be? I did like the
Um,
idea that they give me. What's his name? Mm, he's a
it was a
telepath. What is
priest.
his name? I
What?
just
I'm
blocked
trying
it.
to remember the character's name, and I know Power's going to
Denzel
come in
Washington.
with it. Um, I know. I heard it was a priest type character.
So you're talking about Achibe.
Yes,
Achibe. It's kind of more like a Joker type character. Yeah,
I
he's
think
like,
so.
or at least from a look. From a look, yeah, yep. That's one of them. The other one is and I just looked. Let's see. Oh man, I'm gonna get it. What's his name? What's his name? This is gonna bother me because I only know these game names because I play this game called Marble Snap, so I run into all
Mm-hmm.
these characters, random villain from Cairo, Egypt. Marble. What's his name? What's his name? Shadow King. That's what it was. Golly, I couldn't come up with that. But the Shadow King. That's
That's,
who it sounds like.
honestly,
I
that could
like.
be likely too.
Yeah, I mean, it just when I look at the picture of Shadow King, first of all, he's from Egypt. He's African, from Cairo and all that. So beautiful. You get Denzel in there. But he's a telepath, so I could just see Denzel playing mind games with the Wakandas. It's not a physical struggle and not a struggle of that nature. It's a more mental
Would
thing, and
explain the
that
spiritual
also,
aspect.
yep, and that would definitely lead to the ancestral plane and things of that nature. So I like that suggestion. I don't know much about that Shibe guy. I don't know if Denzel can look as Joker-esque as a Shibe. That's the only reason I don't like that casting. Though I'm down for
You know what?
Denzel to
When
play
it comes
anybody
to
just crazy.
sorry,
I would love to see that.
when
No,
it
you good.
come, I know I'm in the minority when it comes to majority of the fans. When it comes
Mm,
to Black Panther, I have full
mm-hmm.
faith in the director.
Oh, Coogler. Yeah, you got to.
You know what? Ryan Coogler put together a series of movies that I could have taken my father to, and my father was not a superhero fan, but he absolutely
Mm,
had a huge love for Africa. And the amount of work
okay.
that they put into that,
Mm-hmm.
and to that honored actual African tribes, my dad would have loved that.
Okay. Shout out to Pops. Shout out to Pops. Well, yeah, he would have. If he loved Africa, he would have absolutely fell in love with Black Panther in general, just like the world did. You
Hmm.
know, it's just one of those. It's one of those blue. Once every blue moon, a project comes out that transcends everything that it's actually trying to do. It's not just a superhero film. It was almost like a case study. Leave people alone and let them work, and you'll see beautiful things come out of it. And that's how I look at
That's actually
Wakanda.
beautifully put.
Yeah, that's how I look at Wakanda in general. Leave people alone and let them do what they do, and beautiful things will come out. But let me pull up a picture of Shebe. I'm just trying to putting Denzel's face on that. It's hilarious. Hold on, where are you? My man. Oh snap! Oh, I wish I could blow this up more. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it bigger. Guys, if you can't see Achibe's cheese, Achibe has the biggest set of veneers I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think they'd actually give him veneers. I mean, if you look a lot of like a lot of the other characters, like M'Baku and all that, they look enough alike that it's recognizable, but not 100% spot on.
Well, yeah, I mean, I could see, obviously, I could see Denzel playing a character like this. But I really want him to, if they're going to do it, I want him to go full crazy. That's all. I just wanted to see.
No
See
doubt.
that? Look at that. Look at that. Just all cheese. Come on, lean
Yeah, see,
into it if you
right,
guys going to do
right
it.
down
Lean
below
into
it. Right down below it, I think there's a picture
Look,
of the two
yep.
of them side by side.
Look at that. That's crazy. I don't know. Shadow King. Let me see if I pull up the Shadow King because he kind of has one of those cheese. But Shadow King. Let's see. I mean, first of all, so he apparently appeared in what's that show? Legion. I don't like that depiction. That's disgusting. Golly.
Ew.
What is your man on? Hold on, I'm trying to see if I can get a bigger. I can't. That's not it. Let me go to images. Holy smokes! Like, what is that? But as you can tell, he's a pretty wild-looking guy. I'm trying to get a bigger picture here. There we go. It's a wild-looking guy, and that's a different type of black right there. That's that shadow black.
It's blue black.
But mischievous. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Okay, Shadow King can
No
possess
doubt.
human bodies. I'm with that. Like Denzel's getting old. I don't want to see him in a fight. It just that's not what you're doing. I mean, he has been giving us. He's still giving us. What's the movie that he does?
Equalizer.
Equalizer. Yeah, he still can do those, but I want to see him go fully just straight demented, just crazy off his rocker. That's what I want to see, because it'd be beautiful contrast to what Black Panther's universe is, though. It's beauty. That's all you see when you look. Immediately, everything just looks gorgeous, beautiful. The people, the land, the vehicles, the outfits, everything about it. I need something grimy on there, though. Give me Denzel with the the most devious looks. I need that. Let's see. Shadow King had that animated appearance. Oh man, that's my bad. Wolverine and X-Men. Oh really? I'm about to go check it out. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Regardless,
Yeah.
whatever character he plays, he's going to bring it, and that's going to be very important to this universe. Because I love Wonder Man, no secret, but I understand the difference in importance of Black Panther versus Wonder Man, because Black Panther is an original black character.
Right. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, Wonder Man. There's probably still some people mad that Yaya got that situation, but
anyone who's mad that Yaya played it hasn't watched it. I will call it out right here.
Once again, I had this argument with somebody yesterday in the chat, not chat, but in somebody's comments. John Campia put out a video yesterday talking about the Odyssey and people being hell bent, or people being mad that Lupita is what's her name? Helen of Troy.
Helen of Troy. Yeah.
She is actually cast as that, and some people are just, all of a sudden they want historical accuracy. I'm like, all right, that's what y'all really looking for. I mean, okay, I get it. Yeah, she's not Greek or whatever, but man.
One tiny little criticism to the whole Lupita not being historically accurate.
Yeah.
Helen of Troy is a fictional character. Exactly. And the woman in Lupita's a goddess.
Bruh. That's kind of like Helen of Troy's whole thing. She's just drop dead gorgeous, right? Is that the thing? That's her, like,
absolutely.
When people think of her name, that's all Lupita is. I'm not all, but
the face that launched 10,000 ships. Yeah, 1,000 ships. Yeah,
I think that's what they say. Yeah. Hey, I can't tell you. There's 1,000 ships arrived for Lupita. I can tell you that right now. It's
Hey man, if she posted that I'm single and willing to date anyone,
right,
literally there would be thousands of men
right. If you have a
going
ship,
to lining up.
that's facts. So yeah, people getting their feelings because they have something in their head, I guess. But
Yeah, these
sorry,
are the same.
guys.
No,
Just
no, these are the
you
same
don't get.
people that run around posting that Miles Morales isn't my Spider-Man or
You
Sam
know what?
Wilson
You
isn't
don't want.
isn't isn't my Captain America. I see what these all have in common.
We do. We all see it. Yes, we do. We all see it. And it's oh man, John. If you guys get a chance, watch the video that John Campy actually put up because he explains it to a T. Kind of all the rebuttals everybody always has. Like, what if we made T'Challa white, and what if Blade was white? I'm like, okay. First of all, the first thing is you already got all the characters. Can we have a couple? Damn, that's the first argument I got. You have all of them. Can I get a couple? Can I get a couple? That's it.
Honestly, I could give
Secondly,
some of the rebuttals right here, but go ahead.
and then those are characters. I won't say this for Blade because I don't know Blade's complete backstory, so I won't say that. But as Black Panther, being black is integral to his story. Just like you can't turn Magneto black if you're basing it off his original story, because he's
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying. So certain things you can't switch. Now Wonder Man, he is just an actor who has superpowers. I'm sure it might be deeper than that, but his blackness or whiteness never factored into his story.
Yeah,
And
his
neither
his
with
skin
Helen of
his
Troy.
skin color wasn't part of his wasn't
Right.
central to his original character.
Exactly.
Same
So
with
that's
Nick
the only.
Fury.
Yeah, that too. That too. That too. I never heard
I
anybody complain about Nick Fury either. That's what's crazy.
that's partially because like right before they released the first movie with Samuel Jackson, like it was like a year or so before, they had actually switched out Nick Fury to look like Sam Jackson in the comics.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Mhm.
That makes sense. That's good.
And also, Nick
Um,
Fury is one of those for normal types, the average moviegoer, not as familiar of a character. I have right down here his Nick Fury's 90s Marvel trading card. So I know what he used to look
you
like.
know what he used to look like.
Hmm.
The OG style. I see you, Power. Yep, they did. I haven't. I bought the first three issues of that comic run. I still haven't read them because I still, I don't know if I'm ready to figure out the explanation to how all this happens. But it's called A World to Come by Christopher Priest. That's who wrote
Yes,
that. Yeah.
with
So and he's known
Katana, I
for that.
believe it is.
He's known for doing stuff like that, kind of controversial decisions with his comics. So, but I'm
Honestly,
gonna read it.
I haven't read it. I know the gist of it, but I won't spoil that for you.
Okay.
But when it
Yeah.
originally came out, I was running around, particularly in a different chat that I mod, frequently going, "Whose white baby is that?" See, I know just because you call that one T'Challa doesn't mean he belongs to T'Challa. But that right there is a Caucasian from the Caucasus Mountains. That is a Viking.
1,000%.
Mhm.
We can't produce those. We can produce. Oh man, kind of caucus like offspring, but man, as soon as you put it in the sun, it
No,
reveals.
yeah, no. If it came out that he was like Thor's baby, I would 100% believe it.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I've seen a picture of him, and yes, you are 1,000% correct.
Mhm.
He ain't T'Challa's baby. He better not be paying no child support to whoever that came from. Lord, you are being hoodwinked and bamboozled. My God. But yeah, that's just it's a weird concept. But once again, being black is central to Black
T'Challa.
Panther's story.
Yeah.
Yeah, T'Challa in general. So yeah, man. I don't know. People first of all, people are trolls, so they just want to get a rise out of people. And then people are revealing who they actually are too at the same time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the more you complain, we see exactly who you are.
Hmm.
I got love for everybody though. I got love. I don't like a lot of these. I don't say a lot of them, but I'm not a big fan of a whole bunch of race swapping and all that. Though I don't mind it, but I get sometimes when a character, especially if it's your favorite character and you just so happen to get race swapped, it might hit you a little different. I've never been white before, but I know how it feels when. I shouldn't say that because I haven't seen any race swapped for blacks. Though that's one reason I was saying watch the John Campia because he brings up multiple. When I say multiple occasions where they've race swapped a black character for a white character, and he mentioned a couple of them in like Star Trek and things like that. So, but characters that nobody went up and had a opinion about, nobody pulled out a a boycott sign or none of that for these. So that video is very good. I felt great after watching it. Like my man understands. He understands. And he did that video separate from everything else. It was something he really had to get off his chest. So I just salute John for that. Salute him for that. Yeah, gender swaps too. There's a lot of those too.
I admit there's been a few gender swaps that have gotten under my skin.
Tell me which ones you thinking and see if I know whom.
Initially, Lady Thor, when that first came out.
What is that?
Because
okay.
This is when they first announced it before the comic came out. I was not a fan because I think a character based on actual mythology should be sacred. And that was before they had let people know that it was actually Jane Foster. In one of the recent Batman cartoons, they swapped out the Penguin. And
really?
I could not. I couldn't make it through the show. I couldn't. It didn't work for me.
I mean, what kind of character would you categorize Penguin? Is he? Would you call him? He's not kind of like a bruiser or anything. In the shows, he's really like a gangster, I guess. I'm just trying to.
He's very much a gangster. He's very much into that whole gangster thing. Usually runs some sort of lounge or something, which half the time is a front.
Yeah, that part.
It depends on which variation you're talking about. I like when he plays the more intellectual gangster, which is what we saw a lot in Batman the Animated Series.
I only ask that just because certain characters, it's not 100%, but when you swap out a male character with a female character, typically that character has to be, I don't know, their main offense has to be somewhat psychological or magical,
Respectfully,
sorry. So, yeah, no, you good.
No. Because I see Power's comment of she was a plus-size mafia lady and made her the eye candy of that whole episode. She was eye candy from here down. Don't give me Penguin's face with makeup on it and like Nicki Minaj's body. No.
That sounds diabolical right there.
Look it up.
I'm about to look it up though. He said she was. He basically said she was kind of bad though.
She honestly, if they had fixed her face up a bit more so she didn't look like Oswald Cobblepot, I probably would have been okay with it. But they really looked like they gave him like a really good waist cincher and slapped some makeup on him and put him in drag.
Suck his whole waist in.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'm about to go check that out. What show was that one in? Was that in Cape Crusader?
Cape Crusader.
Cape Crusader.
DC's tried it. DC's tried it a couple times. Yeah, they had an Asian Harley Quinn in a video game, which I know Power will probably remember because he's listened to me and Maki complain about it. They had a race swapped, gender swapped Victoria Freeze.
So race swapped and gender swapped.
They were trying to check all the boxes on that one.
They sure did. Damn, race swapping.
She was an from Asian, if I remember correctly.
No, that's wild. I mean, I know these shows, they do try to check boxes. And they just, I don't know, they take their creative liberties with some of them. Some of them don't bother me. Like I said, I didn't grow up reading a lot of these characters, so I'm not pigeonholed to.
Oh, right, I forgot that she was plus size too.
But Victoria Freeze was plus size too?
Yes.
Man, shout out to plus size. They just salute plus size.
I don't mind a thick baddie, you know.
You know what I mean?
It honestly needs more representation.
Yeah. That's facts. Yes, I agree with that. And not plus size, but not, you know, they don't know how to do plus size. I'm interested to see how they done these characters that you talk about. Because they just turn plus size into big folks. You know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah, there is a fine line between, you know, baddie plus size and trailblazer.
Right.
And anyone who doesn't know trailblazer, I envy you.
I don't know who Trailblazer is, but I'm assuming that person is.
About 5 years ago, Marvel tried releasing the new Mutants, and it was such a critical failure because all of them were horrible. They had Trailblazer, Safe Space, and Snowflake, which were twins. Snowflake was non-binary. And honestly, a lot of them, with a slight redesign, could have been better. Could have been fantastic characters. Or more than slight redesigns. B negative, and I always forget the last one. It had some sort of internet gas power.
People have been on here redesigning her and everything. That's wild.
I've done it. I have one kicking around somewhere.
Do you?
I've redesigned Snowflake and Safe Space. Yes, that's the original character. Yeah, B negative I mentioned, who was like fake, who was Morbius, you know, Timu Morbius. But it's internet gas. The guy with the internet gas powers, I can never remember his name.
You said internet gas? What did you sure. Don't forget.
B negative is a Timu Morbius. But the one, his powers literally were internet gas. And I don't remember his name. Screen Time, thank you.
Screen time. B negative. Oh wow. That's crazy work. I get it.
Snowflake and Safe Space were the ones were also horrible.
These names are horrible. I'm just gonna keep it 1,000.
The names were part of the critical failure, but their costumes were absolutely horrible. Snowflake was non-binary. Safe Space is supposed to be a jock. Why are they both dressed as losers? Or like they're ready for a wrestling tournament.
Yeah, they both dress like they play professional dodgeball.
Right?
Oh no. What is
like I've got a drawing on my Instagram of my version of which could use an update, but my version of Safe Space, where he's got more of a better beefy jock look, and in truth I gave him dreads. Pink on the end.
What's the power of Safe Space?
He creates bubbles. He creates a bubble that is resistant to harm.
Okay. I don't
So
know
he's
what happened
he's
to
a protector for those around him.
Okay. No, that's dope. I like that. It's hard.
Snowflake can actually throw ice darts. So they had potential
Yeah, they just
with
they
better
just doing too much
drawings.
stuff. B negative is wild. I like that. That's a dope name, but it's stupid at the same time too.
Yes.
It's stupid. Like, who's gonna call him B negative? Nobody's gonna call you that.
Oh
Man.
my God! Yes, Miles Morales Thor. That was another one of those.
Miles
It was
Thor
it was his
comic that was
catchphrase.
poorly done. Oh no.
It was his catchphrase that was part of the problem. Yes, he looked like a bootleg Sean Price, but he would raise up his Mjolnir, which I've got one behind me, and go, by the power of Odin's Fade.
Odin's Fade.
I'm not
He's
even
shouting
kidding. You
out
can
his
look it up.
barber.
I'm not even
Oh.
kidding. You can look it up. I had a friend that would chant that for the longest time.
By the power of Odin's Fade. Oh no. Oh my God. They got my man walking around with some J's on with the Thor situation. What is this? Like, come on, man. Miles just came out. You ran out of ideas already? You had to make him Thor too? I mean, this is a what if comic, isn't it? This is crazy. I
This
gotta
was a
read
what
it
if
now,
ep-
though. I gotta read it now. By the power of Odin's fate is diabolical.
That's probably going to be your new greeting at this point.
I love it. I can't wait to tell my barber this. Say, you ain't giving out fades like this. You gotta go back to the drawing board. Hold on, I gotta see Odin. I gotta see Odin.
Honestly, share him because I haven't seen Odin.
I'm gonna try to pull it up on the computer.
Yeah.
Google.
I've seen Miles Thor, but I never saw the Odin. Honestly, but at this point, I can see you working it into a song. Oh, crispy like Odin's Fade, or something like that.
Right. I like that. Don't give me no ideas. Crisp like Odin's Fade is crazy. Some words I never thought I would hear.
Hey man, you're the one that came up with like fishy like Arthur Curry.
But that's,
That was one of my
sense, though,
favorite
right?
lines.
It makes sense. Odin's Fade, though. All I could think of is who plays this character in the movies. Damn. What's his
Anthony.
Anthony Hopkins. Yeah, that's
Thank
who
you.
it is. That's all I can think of. So I'm like, man, who Anthony been going to get his hair chopped? There it is.
I'm just assuming Odin looks like.
Is that Odin right there? Time out. Him in the picture down there? Oh my gosh. They got Odin looking like Rick Ross.
No.
That is Odin? First of all, he don't even have a fade. He has
I would have
a
gone with Keith David. Rick Ross?
That's crazy. Hold on. I got to watch this. I got to get this comic though. No lie. It might suck. Hold on. Did I not pull it up? There we go. My bad.
Honestly, it probably will suck. Oh my god.
Bruh. Man, they got my man. You're like Rose. You out here. Man, they are just truly running out of ideas these days. That is crazy. I cannot believe what I'm seeing. By the is that a frost giant in there? Is it just a one
I think it's one of one, yeah.
one book? Okay. I'm gonna track that one down. I have to. There's no way.
Well, it is a what if, so usually those are one-offs.
Okay. Oh, hold on, time out. Where is my screen? There it goes.
Sorry.
That's crazy. Fade. Man, I just don't even know what to say. That's crazy. Hold on,
I don't even know which one you're talking about, Power.
Miles having, yeah. Sneakers on wires, everything. Yeah, facts. He in the city for real, for real. Hold on, Miles claiming it. I rock with that though. He said, "Keep me in the neighborhood, even with the Thor situation on. That's where I feel at home." I like that. Mama Bear, tell him about the Harley Quinn.
I'm not sure which one you're referring to.
I don't know if I need to hear about that one there, Power. We might be going down the
honestly, I'm gonna be asking the guys in the kingdom about that one.
Okay. It's own custom. What? Oh, you get it. He's gonna give you the scratch and sniff joint to come with the comic? Oh, didn't they know that we buy comics for good stories, y'all? We don't need this extra.
you don't know some of the guys I hang out with. Honestly,
that's their whole thing.
I'm convinced half of them buy it just for the sexy covers.
Oh wow! Now I ain't gonna lie.
Most
I
of them
do
would
buy
admit to it
some
too.
comics for covers. I definitely do.
I've got some gorgeous ones myself.
I love custom cover watching. That's for sure. All right. Well, shoot, man. We done gone off the beaten path so far. No,
weapon
I
of
don't
mass
even
distraction.
care. I think I'm gonna save half of this stuff for the next show because it's not time sensitive, so I'm good with it. Let me see. There was a question I had just locked in my head. Oh, so there's been talks of, since we're talking about Miles, there's been talks about him possibly showing up in Brand New Day. Now, the person I heard talking about this, who did I hear talking about this? Who was I talking about? Oh, somebody did a video. Oh, it was a short, I think, and I was in their comments or whatnot. Now, me personally, I told him, hell no, don't do that. I don't want that yet. I love Miles. I want Miles in the MCU badly. But this is not the time. It's just not it. Not quite yet. I want him to come around that, at least after Secret Wars. After Into the Spider-Verse, the trilogy is complete. Then you can entertain me with the Miles thing. But until then, I don't think I can do it. Would you be shocked if Miles was to show up? Now, not even as Spider-Man, but just the character of Miles showing up in Brand New Day. Would you be shocked by seeing that? No?
Not at all. Because I recognized Donald Glover's character for who he was.
Mm-hmm. Uncle Aaron, yes.
Yeah, they've already set it up.
Yes, it has been set up. That's for sure. I think, I believe, I don't know if this is confirmed, but somebody was saying that his mom is actually going to be in the show, and that's why they are saying that Miles will show up. And I'm like, I mean, if they're gonna throw Miles in there, okay, I'm just gonna sacrifice a dread, because that's what I said. If I see Miles in this movie, I'm ripping out a dread. I'm donating it to a bald, somebody bald here. They gave me Miles, but I just don't think they need to do that yet. Now, if they just introduce him like he's walking on the street, or maybe at the end of the movie, they see him, maybe looking at a Spider-Man comic and his Miles reading or something, I'll be like, okay, I got you, I feel you. But don't insert him into this story yet. That would be dumb, considering that MCU Peter was also supposed to be based off of Miles. Hold on, let me think about that. Let me see. And they already had animated stuff where Peter and Miles shared the same world, and Miles was treated like more as a sidekick than his own hero. Man, I'll just be 1,000. I expect that if Peter is still in the picture, Miles will 1,000% be a spider sidekick. That's exactly what they will say.
For me, not in this movie. I would rather it in the next one, where we get the introduction, like maybe a brief introduction in this one if they do it, but to fully bring him in like the next one or something where he takes on the same where it's the similar role where you had Tony and Peter, where in place of it would be Peter and Miles, where he's more of the mentor and the adults are talking, sip it, you know.
I got you. Well, I can accept that. Him being a tutor and, showing him the ropes and all that. But I don't want it to be a Spider-Man movie that just happens to have Miles in it. I don't want that. I can see for his introduction, just to get him on screen for the first time, that's cool. I get you. But dog, don't play him like a side character. No. We don't want that at all. At all. He needs his own. I don't know if he has his own rogues gallery. I'm not going to act like I know that.
He does. Miles does have his own rogues gallery in his own universe. Thing is, if they do this, in this. Yes. Either way, Miles generally becomes Spider-Man when Peter dies.
Yes.
When they're in the same universe.
That's true.
So if they tweak that a little, where Peter's a role model to Miles, and then like does some training of him, and then Miles goes fully into it, I could see that working.
Right. And they're not from the same place though. I know New York is just New York, but
it's a
Peter's
big city
from Queens, and then you got Brooklyn for Miles, if I'm not mistaken. So they definitely can do one without the other, but I guess that'd be kind of a contradiction to what I always say is if you're going to have a superhero show and you're in a certain place where other heroes are, it's kind of hard not to have those other heroes show up, especially if the threat is big enough. So I don't want to say I don't want to have Peter in there, because I love Peter too, but I just don't want him to eclipse what Miles got going on. He's clearly an ascending hero in the pantheon of heroes we have right now. Kids love Miles. I love Miles, and I didn't read him before the Into the Spider-Verse. I actually thought Into the Spider-Verse was going to be whack when I first saw the trailer. Like, they're not going to be able to pull this off. Something's going to go wrong, but I stand corrected, and I'm not looking back no more. Y'all have a perfect character. Don't mess it up when it goes live. That's all I say. He does in the, He does
in the Ultimate Universe, yes. And I could see, because Tom Holland has made it clear that when him and Zendaya have kids, he's going to retire from acting and raise the kids.
Okay.
So I could see that being his way out.
That would be beautiful. Him bring in Miles, usher in that new era, and then go off into the. So you think they're gonna have an on-screen spider death? Then is that what you're trying to?
Why not?
You think they're gonna actually do it? Ooh,
it would be the only way to really write off the character. Give him a Tony Stark type out.
Yeah, you're probably right. I don't want to do that, but
just on the off chance that somebody's watching from the MCU, I have one request for Spider-Man. Before you get rid of Tom, give him that scene where New York is standing behind him. Tom is the only actor who's played Spider-Man that hasn't had that yet. And that is such a critical Spider-Man moment where New York is, you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Right.
He needs that.
I like that. I like you saying that. Let's see if they do give him those flowers, the NYC flowers, because you are right though. He hasn't had his quote unquote standing ovation by the people, but he's also been off world fighting aliens and shit. So
Off-world
he had a
fighting
different
aliens. What
journey than
happens
the
when he
other
comes
ones.
back? They all hate him.
Right, disrespect, revealing his identity and everything. Crazy work. Let's see what we got. Who's that? Movie Ultimate Peter dies by Kingpin and his lackeys. Comic Ultimate Peter dies by Green Goblin. Ultimate Green Goblin has wings, horns, and a muscular body. Is it kind of similar to how he was in the Into the Spider-Verse? Was that Goblin was in there, right? It was more of a, I don't want to call it grotesque, but he definitely looked more like a goblin than just a guy with a mask. Shoots fire too like a dragon. Which I'm all the way in. I'm just asking y'all, don't mess up Miles. The Archivist agrees. Hey, Archivist, I know who you are. I'm gonna stop calling you by your name though. I feel like it's disrespect. Archivist, I'm gonna need some of your thought-provoking videos on my channel though. I feel like we can do some segments on your joint. So I see you showing up on the show, so I'm gonna need you to show up in a real way next time.
So,
all right. Have you seen his channel, Mama Bear?
not yet. I will definitely check it out.
Yeah,
later.
check that one out. It deals with
The name's got me
questions-
intrigued.
questions that the entire universe kind of just makes you say, like what are dreams or colors and things of this nature. Like they're real deep questions that sometimes don't actually have an answer, but the journey down the rabbit hole is the enjoyable part. So, and they're only shorts. So there's Nate, you probably on like 22 now. So yeah, there's plenty of thoughts to go around. So we're gonna use some of them though. I promise you.
I like how you don't drop his name.
Nah. Because if I drop his name, he logs off and comes back as somebody else. You think he's Kang.
Nate the Conqueror.
Nate the Conqueror. Don't give him no ideas. Do not. I got to talk to this dude at night. I know how
Sorry.
Nate is. No, Nate, you are not the Conqueror. Oh, but
He's probably about to
kinda
log off.
weird.
He's probably creating it right now.
not do it, Nate. Oh my gosh. Well, Mama, I think we're gonna go ahead and shut this down. We're almost upon 2 hours.
Yeah,
This is
sorry I
literally
completely
the longest
derailed
show
this.
that we've ever done. Nah, it's cool though. That's cool. That is absolutely cool. Next time I'll call you earlier. Me and Jay Camp kind of talked late, so he tried to hit me up earlier. Apparently, I missed it. So, but
I mentioned it to somebody
taking
else
care
who
of
recently went solo that if you're ever going solo, you know, I'll work what I can. I'll do what I can. But absolutely, it's better to have somebody to play off of than.
right. I
Yeah.
agree. I definitely agree. That is every answer leads to another why. Yep, the Archivist. He be in his conspiracy bag on there. I like it though. It is dope though. It is dope. So go check out the Archivist. Go check out Stack with Nate. Nate, you got any more channels you need me to plug for you before we step out of here? Mama Bear, when you gonna resurrect your channel? What's going on?
Soon.
Okay.
Like I said, I've been working hard on this. I that is very going to be soon. I'm probably going to wind up doing a live stream or something where I do an art piece or whatever. Maybe record some poems or a story or something, because I see a lot of the channels that I gravitate towards because they do a lot of the similar stuff that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've wanted to tap into the public domain stuff, particularly the more story side, say like the original fairy tales,
Oh, okay.
because Snow White, Cinderella, all of that, Little Mermaid, they're a lot darker than most
Right.
people understand.
Have you ever watched the show Grimm?
Loved Grimm.
Yeah, so that's where I thought of as soon as you said that, because yeah, that's how kind of Grimm came about. So about the Grimm fairy tales. That's the book that's what it's based on, right?
Yeah, the Brothers Grimm.
So yeah, Brothers Grimm. There you go. So yeah, no, I'm with you. You should do that. Those are very
Mhm.
interesting. Very interesting. It gives an insight on kind of how folks thought back in the day. They thought a lot darker than we do. Their thought process was a little, it was a little crazy back then. So yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Let me know. I'll join the channel on that one.
No,
I'll,
absolutely.
I'll hop
Like,
in.
I've been
Can't
told
do it
about
on
enough.
Thursdays though.
Now, that's my problem, is finding the day in the week that I can do it on, or I can throw a live streaming, because at this point it's probably going to be Saturday. It might be Saturday or Sunday morning, because Sunday mornings are now free up for me. Because you guys said you're not doing Sundays anymore, and I think that's pretty
Nope.
much.
I think what's going to happen is we're going to start. So right now I play softball on Mondays, but once
Mhm.
that season is over, I think 4 weeks from now, we're going to start doing Monday evenings as well. So on Monday, and J Camp has Wednesdays, and then we'll come back on Thursday. That should be able to allow us to cover pretty much everything.
Okay.
Things that come out on a Friday, on Thursday, I can cover them on Monday. Like X-Men comes out on Wednesday, so Thursday we can kind of hop right into that stuff. So yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. Life be lifing though. Life be lifing. So you never know. You never know. But appreciate you hopping on here, Mama.
Always.
I'll see you in the next somebody's chat. Probably Spoiler Kings next.
Later today, yeah.
Shout out. Yep. Shout out to Spoiler Kings. I've been checking them out quite a bit. I like them guys a lot. Well, one day we will be collabing. Y'all know you already set up the link. We just gotta kind of reach out and talk to each other. So it will happen at some point. I definitely enjoy their content. So them Blues House as well. I like Blue. I've definitely been listening to him too. So yeah, we appreciate it. Once again, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We enjoy your commentary. Come be like Mama Bear and Power. They keep a brother flying. The wind beneath my wings. 1,000%. I appreciate you guys. Mama, you got anything to say to the people before we skedaddle?
You can usually find me. Find me Sundays around 8 o'clock Eastern over at the Kingdom of Nerds. I am your resident queen of the kingdom, where we wind up talking we wind up talking comic books. We review for every week. I don't know which comics it'll be at this point, but anywhere else I wind up being, which will wind up including this particular show, always winds up going into my community tab.
Indeed. We appreciate
Normally
you.
Tuesdays I do Doctor Who, but we are taking the summer off.
Okay. What time did you say on Sunday that show would be?
8 Eastern. 8 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern.
All right. I'm going to try to remember to tap into that.
And if you show up, stick the whole way, because half the time he's doing a giveaway, but you have to be there to win it.
Nice. Okay. Shoot, I like stuff.
Always some sort of comic book.
That's something I'm thinking about doing, because like I said, I got comics just sitting around. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, that's probably going to be my first. That's going to be one of my first videos back. Is I have a stack like this long of this tall of stuff I need to open from him.
Have you seen this before? It's what do they call this? The annual.
That is gorgeous.
Uncanny. But they call them the Civil War Avengers. It's kind of crazy. You have to check it out. It's only one issue. I don't know if they're going to expound on this story or not. Apparently they do one annual a year. I didn't know nothing about this, but this shit was fire. I hope they expand on this story. Really do.
Thanks, Nate.
But, yeah. But I got 2 copies, so I will probably be giving one away at some point. Sir. But yeah, I got comics just laying around. I would love to give them to people who would show them more love than I do. So, but all right, guys, I am Anton. That right there is Mama Bear, broadcasting live from across the border. Yes, we are international over here. You heard? That's what we do. Runtime all day. One love to everyone. Don't let life you out. Stay blessed. I'll see you guys next time. Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Mama, we out of here, all right?
Later.
Peace and love.
Who is that?
Runtime.
Okay.
Runtime.
Yes, sir.
It's the Runtime Travelers. Hey, seriously, what are we watching today?